you.
You look great, but you look, I think there's a theme going on. Martin had a very similar outfit on, unless you changed with him.
I borrowed it. He looked so good.
Yeah, let me see.
So,
there, look, there's look at y'all.
We had talked before and kind of coordinated it.
I almost wore something like that too.
Yeah, well, next time we'll get you in the loop, and the three of us will go out together.
We should have a theme or something like that.
We should.
We actually have something in common, because my own show, Neil Marlins and Carol Black created, and they created The Wonder Years.
That's right, that's right.
And I really was a huge fan. It was such a great show, and you were so good on that show.
Oh,
You were
thank you
I
very
think
much.
everybody
Yeah.
fell in love with you. And how old were you when you started that show?
I was 11 years old when we shot the pilot.
You would think that they just discovered you, but you actually, what was your first job?
My first job was a commercial for Pac-Man vitamins. And
Which I don't even remember Pac-Man vitamins.
Yeah, we didn't make many commercials. We just did the one. But they were like Flintstones vitamins, but shaped like Pac-Men and ghosts and little pellets.
Yeah.
That was my first commercial. I started doing commercials in Chicago when I was a little kid. So.
I bet you were adorable.
I mean, someone thought I was good selling vitamins.
I think you're adorable. Take a look.
Oh my God.
So for complete nutrition of 10 essential vitamins plus iron without sugar or additives.
Goodbye, Fred. Hello, Pac-Man.
A better choice.
Goodbye. That launched it all.
Yep.
That kicked it all off. God, that's so funny. I thought only my parents had a copy of that.
Yeah. Well, we had to pay a lot to your parents for that.
Yeah, they're very shrewd. They're very shrewd.
And I think this is really sweet too. On the show, you were in love with the girl next door, and then you ended up in real life marrying the girl next door.
Yeah, my wife, we grew up together and knew each other as little kids, and went to the same school together, and we didn't date. We were just much younger. Yeah, that's Jenny. She's backstage. She told me not to fidget. So I'm trying to make sure I don't fidget. So if you just hit me if you think I'm fidgeting too much.
Oh, sure.
But and we knew each other. And I moved when I moved to LA, we kind of parted ways, and we didn't talk for like 10 years. And she came. Moved back to LA, and we kind of reconnected, and I tried to set her up with a friend of mine at one of my birthday parties, and then we just ended up kind of smooching that night and been together since. So.
Did you say smooching?
Yeah, yeah.
You're like from the 50s, aren't you?
Yeah. And then we petted.
Yes.
Yeah. And then I took her to the sock hop. Yeah. She had this gorgeous poodle skirt on and, hair in a bob, and she was beautiful.
I courted her. And
we courted for some time.
She had a dowry. That's sweet. And this I love, too. So you have something on your wedding ring from The Sound of Music. Explain this story.
My wife loves The Sound of Music, and I had never seen it before, so she just couldn't believe that I had never seen it when we were dating. And so we went to the Hollywood Bowl. Every year they screen The Sound of Music, and they put it on this huge screen. It's just this massive thing, and thousands of people go, and everyone dresses up, and it's a sing-along, so everyone knows the words, everyone's singing, and for the first time to see a movie like that, it was just so dramatic. And so I'm watching the movie, and I'm really getting into it. And so there's a song after Captain Von Trapp dumps the Baroness, and he goes to the gazebo. And, Christopher Plummer and Julie Andrews sing this song about how they must have done something good. There's somewhere in my youth.
Go ahead.
It goes, nothing comes from nothing, nothing ever should, 'cause somewhere in my youth or childhood, I must have done something good. 'Cause here you are standing there loving me, whether or not you should, and it goes on and on. So I thought this was like the most, thank you. So I thought it was just like the most beautiful song I'd ever heard. And so when I proposed to her, in her engagement ring, I inscribed, I must have done something good. And
how sweet is
she
that?
put the same thing in my ring. And I do. I feel like I just am the luckiest person in the world. She's the best ever.
That is so sweet.
And loves me even when I fidget, which is really wonderful. So I feel that way.
That's sweet. I love that. That's so sweet. Oh, cute. All right. It really is, and it's so great to meet you. You know, I just loved you so much on that show, and then you turn out to be just that charismatic. And,
thanks.
You never know. I mean, people grow up and they grow into different people. They're just sometimes cute as children, and you know what I'm talking about. And you're just great. So,
I'm so thrilled to be here. It's my pleasure.
Thank you so much.